Hello, my dear children of class 12 science. Today we again do continue with the chapter, first chapter of unit number 8, that is atom and origin of spectra. Okay. Now in the last class we had done up to the different series of hydrogen spectrum. Yes, we learned in detail about the Lyman series, Balmer series, Paschen series, Brachet series and the Pipon series. And we observe that these are the different series which observe when the electron jump from any of the higher orbit to the lower orbit. Okay. Now when electron jump from any of the higher orbit to lower orbit, as per Bohr's theory, it says that there is an emission of electromagnetic radiation. And this emission of electromagnetic radiation has a certain frequency and wavelength. And this can be observed in the form of spectrum, and this spectrum is actually called as line spectrum. And this line spectrum always has a definite frequency and definite wavelength. Okay. Now this is also one of the drawbacks that we observe in case of Rutherford, because Rutherford could not explain about the production of line spectrum. He said that the spectrum produced from the atom is continuous in nature, but actually any emission of radiation in the form of spectrum takes place in the form of line spectrum. Okay. Now this spectrum of emission of radiation can be observed with the help of diagram, and this diagram is called energy level diagram. Now today we start with energy level diagram for the emission of hydrogen spectrum. Now energy level diagram means we draw a line. Okay, this line actually acquire the energy acquired by the electron in different orbit, and when electron jump from higher orbit to lower orbit, it produce the different series of hydrogen spectrum. And this is different series of hydrogen spectrum, as I said, expressed in the form of energy level diagram. So let me just draw a diagram out with the line. Okay, and this line will be the first line, and this first line is given by this. So let me just draw the line out here. So this is the first line which I have drawn, and this line is corresponding to n equals to 1. So children, I am marking this way. N equals to 1 means this is for the first orbit, and this first orbit of an atom in which the energy acquired by the electron is called the lowest orbit, also called ground state. It is also called ground state of the atom. So this energy this orbit has energy, and the energy acquired by the electron, okay, in any of the orbit is given by the formula, and you have done this formula. E equals to minus 13.6 by n square electron volt. So children, this is the expression of energy acquired by the electron in any of the orbit. This is for what atom? And we are dealing, this is for what atom? Hydrogen atom. So if I substitute n equals to 1, then it will be E equals to 1. E equals to 1 will be equals to minus 13.6 by 1 square electron volt, which means what is the energy acquired by the electron in first orbit? Minus 13.6 electron volt. That means this first orbit acquire the energy of, and that energy equals to E1 equals to minus 13.6 electron volt. Okay. Similarly, there is another orbit where the energy acquired by the electron, and that orbit is what? Second orbit. So let me just draw out the second orbit with a line. So this is the second orbit, when n equals to what? 2. Okay. When n equals to 2, the energy acquired by the second orbit will be E2. And E2, if we calculate with the same formula, okay, we calculate approximately minus 3.4 electron volt. See, this calculation we have done in the last YouTube video also. Okay. Similarly, I do with the third orbit. So if I go to the third orbit, and that is marked by n equals to 3, the energy acquired by the electron in the third orbit will be E3. So I'll substitute n equals to 3 out here, and with that we can calculate the value of E3, and your value of E3 will come approximately minus 1.51 electron volt. Okay, then we calculate for the fourth orbit. If I calculate for the which orbit? Fourth orbit. So let me just do it this way. Then n equals to 4. So for n equals to 4, energy acquired by the fourth orbit is also calculated by the same formula, and it will be how much? Approximately minus 0.85 electron volt. Okay, and similarly we calculate the energy acquired by the electron in the fifth orbit. Which orbit? Fifth orbit. Let me just draw this way. So n equals to 5. So if I put n equals to 5, then the energy acquired by the electron in the fifth orbit is expressed by E what? 5, and this E5 equals to what? Minus 0.54 electron volt. So in this way we can keep on calculating the energy acquired by any of the higher orbit. So there are a number of orbit, but let me just tell you, this orbit can be up to infinite extent. So that can go like this and all. So 6 orbit, 7. Okay, now it can go on like it can go like this, 8 orbit. Like this will go on and on. So I can just draw it this way, so that we have the energy acquired by the electron in one with the what orbit? Infinite orbit. So let me just do that then. N equals infinite. So n equals to infinite means, that means the orbit can be extend up to what? Infinite orbit also. But when you reach to infinite orbit, the energy acquired by the electron in infinite orbit will be 0. Because if I substitute n equals infinite, this value will be 0. Okay. So these are the line which I have drawn, okay, horizontal line, which represent the energy acquired by the electron in any of the orbit in which atom? Hydrogen atom. Okay. Now from this energy level we can even observe the series of spectrum, and this series are nothing but the Lyman series, Balmer series, Paschen series, Brachet series, and even the what series? Buffon series. Okay, and we know when we talk about Lyman series is that series of hydrogen spectrum when electrons jump from the higher orbits like 2, 3, 4 up to, from infinite orbit to the lower orbit. So what is the lower orbit in Lyman series? 1. So what happened when electron jump from 2 to 1? So this arrow here said that the electron jumping from 2 to 1, we get what series? Lyman series. Similarly, when electron jump from 3 to 1, this way, we get what series? Lyman series. Similarly, if electron jump from what? 4 to 1, we get what? Lyman series. 5 to 1, Lyman series. So in this way, when electron jump from any of the higher orbit to the first orbit, we get what series? Lyman series. So in this way, we get Lyman series when electron jump from the higher orbit like 2, 3, 4, 5, it can then go up to infinite series to the first orbit. So this label, this diagram is for what? Which series? Lyman series. Okay. Similarly, we get Paschen series, Balmer series. Sorry. The next series of hydrogen spectrum after Lyman series is Balmer series. And you know, in Balmer series, okay, the electron has to jump from the higher orbit like 3, 4, 5, 6 from infinite series to the second lower orbit, that is called 2. So what is the lower orbit in Balmer series? 2. And what are the higher orbit? 3, 4, 5, like that. Okay, which means when electron jump from 3 to 2, Balmer series. When electron jump from 4 to 2, Balmer series. When electron jump from 5 to 2, Balmer series. When electron jump from 6 to 2, Balmer series. Like it will go on and on. But the electron has to jump from the higher orbit like 3, 4, 5, 6 like that to which orbit? Lower orbit, that is 2. This gives you which series? Balmer series. This is for Balmer series. Similarly, we have next series called Paschen series. In case of Paschen series, the electron has to jump from the higher orbit like 4, 5, 6 like that to the lower orbit. In that lower orbit is 3. So in Paschen series, electron jump from 4 to 3. Similarly, if the electron jump from 5 to 3, Paschen series. Electron jump from 6 to 3 also Paschen series. 7 to 3 also Paschen series, and it can go from infinite series. If you go to infinite series, and if electron jump from infinite series to what orbit? The lower orbit 3, all series of hydrogen spectrum lies in what series? Paschen series. So this is for Paschen series. Paschen series. Now followed by a Brachet series. As you know, Brachet series means the lower orbit must be 4 and the higher orbit will be 5, 6, 7, 8. It can be up to infinite extent. Okay. Means when electron jump from 5 to 4, Brachet series, when electron from 6 to 4 Brachet series, when electron jump from 6 7 to 4 Brachet series, and even the electron jump if it from the infinite series to the Prashen series, or to the fourth orbit, we get what series? Brachet series. This is for Brachet series. So remember children that, so this series of hydrogen spectrum we already discussed in the last class and last YouTube video can be expressed with the help of, even with the help of this energy level diagram. Okay, and last one we have P-Phone series. Now in P-Phone series, the lower orbit must be 5. Lower orbit must be 5 and the higher orbit will be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 like that. So when electrons jump from 6 to 5, P-Phone series, 7 to 5 P-Phone series, 8 to 5 P-Phone series, and even it will jump from infinite series to 5 series, we get what? P-Phone series. This is for P-Phone series. So these are the different series of hydrogen spectrum which can be observed by this energy level diagram, where we have drawn the line with the arrowhead which indicate that the electron jump from any of the higher orbit to lower orbit with the emission of the electromagnetic radiation. But all this radiation which emit in this different series can be expressed by a definite lines. And this definite line has a definite frequency and wavelength. That's why the spectrum which is observed in the hydrogen atom, okay, the energy spectrum which is observed is usually a what? A line spectrum. That's why this diagram clearly explains that the Bohr's theory has corrected what? The drawback which was observed in what? Rutherford model. Okay, so that's why Bohr's theory is really acceptable for the emission of radiation, especially with what atom? Hydrogen and hydrogen-like atom. So children, I'll tell you again, the theory is applicable not for all the atom. It is applicable only for hydrogen and hydrogen-like atom. Means atom consisting of only one electron. But you know that when we measure the frequency of emitted radiation in any of the series, we always calculate by using Bohr's quantization condition. So at that time we use the frequency of emitted radiation is given by the energy difference of 2 orbit by h. So look at this formula. This is the formula that measures the frequency of emitted radiation. And this is according to which postulate? Third postulate. So for that, the electron, so look at it, just one example. If electrons are from 2 orbits, second orbit to first orbit, then the emission of radiation has a definite frequency, and the frequency of emitted radiation when electrons jump from 2 to 1 is measured by the energy in the second orbit minus energy in the first orbit divided by h. Similarly, if electrons jump from 3 to 1, then the frequency of emitted radiation when electrons jump from 3 to 1 is measured by E3 minus E1 divided by h. So in this way, we can calculate the frequency of emitted radiation. And the frequency of emitted radiation is always measured by the energy difference between the 2 orbit divided by the constant that is called Planck's constant. Okay, so this is the detailed explanation of energy level diagram for the emission of hydrogen spectrum. Now in the next YouTube video, you will be learning the absorption transition of hydrogen atom.